Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today we have a very small live stream for a very small Lego set. This is the Speed Champions Scuderia Ferrari SF16-H 75879. It has 184 pieces, and it sells for, okay, I didn't memorize the price. It sells for 15 bucks or 15 euro or 13 pounds. So yeah, decent price. Small set, just one single Formula One racer with the driver, and our extra build is, it looks like a little go light. It looks like a little starting line with the lights that say stop and go, and then I think there's a flag waving function. Let me just check something on the... So wait, Mike, did you say that I have to change the sound? Can you guys hear music, by the way?
Oh, you're good.
Oh, I'm good?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right, so let me switch it down to this camera. Boom. Let's get this thing open. And hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are all having a wonderful time. And, yeah, we should be rocking, rolling. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of voice lag for you guys. Sorry, we're going to play around with the mic settings. I think voice lag has been on our live streams for the past... Voice lagging, like, you know how it's a little bit late, yeah. So there's a cord, and we had to run it through a different part of the computer instead of the camera, and now it should fix everything, and we just haven't bought that cord yet. But anyways, boom. All right, so here's what's going on. We got a bag. We got another bag. It's slightly smaller. We got another bag. It's even smaller than that. And wow. Okay, the sticker sheet itself, like this square isn't that big, but it's so many little stickers. Hold on, let me count the number. I'm seeing 25 stickers. 25, that is a huge amount. And some of them are doubles though. Like I see two different 24s, 13s, 12s, 11s. Oh, that's, okay, I'm gonna do a full count at the end of that, but I think we might be winning like most singular stickers in a single Lego build ever. But Speed Champions is kind of famous for that because, well, heck, this is a car, a race car that's got all the different advertisements and stuff on it, like any real race car would in real life. So, anyways, boom, we are rocking in there. Today's a pretty cool day for us here in the studio because Mike and I are both working on, or finishing up, 2 different episodes that we've cumulatively been working on for like several weeks. I would say even the production of one of the episodes probably started 6 weeks ago, and we've been working on it bit by bit here and bit by bit there. And I think today I should be knocking out the final product of that video finally, which is a really good feeling. We do a video once a day, every day, plus live streams a few times a week. And some of our videos, though, that we work on bit by bit, piece by piece. I mean, quite literally piece by piece, for weeks and weeks and weeks sometimes. You know, standard set reviews don't take long to produce, but custom builds, especially very big custom builds, take a super long time to put together in terms of ordering parts and accidentally ordering the wrong parts, or wanting to change up the custom build, or the design was intentionally, or not intentionally, was initially flawed and you have to change it around. Blah, 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 blah. 1 week turns into 2, turns into 4, 5, 6. So anyways, long story short, we're getting some really cool big builds done, which I'm really happy about. And we're going to be, one of them's going to be airing tomorrow. One of our big episodes. I think it's Mike's episode. He said he's rendering it right now. I haven't actually watched it yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but I have high hopes. And yeah, all right. So we're not actually starting the build for the car yet. We're still in the accessories section of the build, and so what we're making right now is the little race flag thing, which I can tell you right now, based on the racetrack we have in our city, that I'm not going to be using this for the city. I will definitely steal this. Last year they had just stickers, but these are now printed flags, which is, of course, better. And of course, they used to have printed flags years ago, and then they switched to stickers, and now they're back to prints again. So that's always good. I will be using that piece for sure in our Lego city. But and then of course I like these these little side track pieces and stuff. Like these are really useful parts, and they'll get used for our custom track in the city. We've got some plans for expanding on that in the future, which I'm pretty stoked about. Oh wait, hold on. I needed to add one more. Where the heck was it? Oh, it was hiding. So, anyways. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you're a first-time watcher, double welcome, I guess. We are streaming now at a different time of the day than I normally have been. So I assume possibly people that have either never had the opportunity to watch our streams that wanted to can now, or people that just had no idea that this channel existed. Hey, we're a Lego channel and we do live stream building almost every weekday. We've missed a couple of days. I think maybe just one day this week. But yeah, we were streaming pretty much non-stop, pretty much all the time. So hello and welcome. It's a very small speed champion set, not too difficult. I didn't actually read the difficulty rating on it, but I'm sure it's not more than like, what, 7 to 14? Let me guess, 7 to 14? Oh, boom, 7 to 14. Okay, that's what I thought. And why is this? Oh, here we go, of course. Of course, the one piece is always hiding. Even in a small set like this, when there isn't much to really look for in the pile of Lego, even if it's the one piece, it's still going to be somehow eluding you. That's the rule of Lego, I think. Even if you've got 5 pieces on the board, the fourth piece is going to be underneath the 5th. Hello, buy Dimensions Pack just for the figure builds. Don't play the game at all. Guys, is it weird I buy Dimensions Pack just for the figures or builds? I don't play the game at all. No, it is not weird, sir. It is not weird at all. We're actually, I'm not going to say that's just what we do here at BrickVault, but I can say I haven't completed out, still haven't completed out quite a few of the Dimensions levels from a lot of the packs that we've bought. I do try to play them all. I liked the Adventure Time one, I think, the best. But yeah, that seems, actually a lot of people do what you do in terms of just buying Dimensions packs and not really playing the game as much. They played around with some really fun licenses. There's so many stickers, I'm just looking for the proper number. Are you kidding me? That's bad. I can't even find, okay, where's number 5? Ah, here it is, okay. So many stickers, okay. Yeah. It was interesting a couple weeks ago when we reported in the Lego news that Dimensions was gonna die out, which I still think is the case. But a lot of articles were reporting on it. A bunch of people did write-ups about why Dimensions wasn't gonna last, and then Lego later sent out an official tweet or an official post that Dimensions wasn't gonna die out, that Dimensions was still gonna be around. And I think that's them just hoping that people believe them enough to still buy the next wave that's scheduled. But I still have the inkling feeling that yes, Dimensions will eventually go. Not eventually, sooner rather than later. It's going to be gone. Which I know some people are going to miss. I mean, the gameplay was fine. I didn't think they were bad. It's just, I don't think anybody can really afford to just keep on buying Dimensions packs like normally. I mean, it would be interesting if they did sort of like a collectible minifigure series of just like a bunch of fun random licensed characters. I know the most recent announcement that they had on collectible figs for, I can't remember, it's like collectible series number 18 or something. And it's just going to be minifigures inside costumes, so it's like a costume party theme, which I think I'm fine with that. It's not quite as creative, I think, as some of the previous ones that they've had, but you know how it is. I think they figured that people really, what the heck? Why does that look really bad? Okay, so the screen kind of bends in a little bit and almost covers up the sort of detailing that's supposed to be the keyboard. It looks okay, actually. All right, where is the super chat? Somebody just asked. I swear somebody did ask where is the super chat. The super chat is at the bottom. It should be that little dollar sign. It's what Lego has, not Lego, YouTube. It's what YouTube put in place of their fan funding button because nobody ever used it. And so basically what super chat is you can donate like $1 or whatever to the channel, and you ask a question or you say something, and your question or comment is posted up in the super chat area. So everybody kind of sees it for a little bit longer. And of course I will respond to it. There's kind of no way for me to miss it in terms of a super chat question, where often I do miss sort of regular questions. I usually just start talking and talking and talking. And yeah, so that's kind of how it works. And generally speaking, I don't really do a lot of shout outs because as soon as I shout one person out, then every single person in the comment section is like, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. And then I never actually see any, who saw the pick for the Bounty Hunter pack for Star Wars? I saw the pick for the Bounty Hunter pack for Star Wars. Did that person's comment get deleted? No, I saw that pick for the Bounty Hunter pack for Star Wars. And I can tell you one thing, I am disappointed. Lego missed a huge opportunity. It is a travesty. It is a shame. It is a shamble. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a new Bounty Hunter Battle Pack that we saw pictures, to be honest, the New York Toy Fair showed them, and then there was even leaked pictures before that. But yeah, Lego made a new battle pack for bounty hunters, which is a cool idea in general. I think that's a good idea what they did. Okay, kind of comes in this way. But, and there's a big but to this. Big but. All right, so that's it, by the way. So the flag just kind of sticks out and it waves. So it's all manual function here. This is our little start and stop track. Boom, I'm going to show you guys a closer look at all the different stuff that we're building at the very end, so you guys are going to get a much closer look at this minifigure at the end as well. But the idea is, bam, just get this thing done as quickly as possible. The faster the live stream, or the faster the build, I say, is the better. The live stream can go on longer, as long as things are happening and things are getting built and done quickly, because, let's face it, this isn't some like crazy video game live stream. This is just hanging out and building Lego, but at least let's try to get it done sooner rather than later. But sorry, I got distracted. Somebody was talking about the that Bounty Hunter Battle Pack. Whew. Biggest missed opportunity in a Star Wars set for a while. Well, actually, not that long ago. Lego's been kind of dropping the ball, I think, a little bit with some of the Star Wars sets recently. But the Battle Pack has, okay, it's got Bosk, IG-88, Forlom, and I think, is Boba Fett in there? Oh, no, Dengar. Dengar's in there. So it's got 4 bounty hunters, and only one of them is actually a new character, and the new character is Forlom. And Forlom was that guy standing, one of the several bounty hunters standing in the Executor, the Super Star Destroyer in Return of the Jedi. And it had Boba Fett there, Bosk, IG-88, all the same guys that we're talking about. Dengar was there. But there was another guy standing there too that we've never gotten in Lego. And according to the canon, he was the partner of Forlom, and that is Zuckuss, who is this kind of weird, short, odd, sort of bug-like alien creature. And he not only was the partner of Forlom, so it would have made sense to include him with a set that had Forlom, but we've never had him before. We've had Dengar before, we've had IG-88 before, and we've had Bosk before. But this time, they were just, I don't know, like it was staring them right in the face. They're like, hey, this is the time to put in Forlom and Zuckuss. Now anybody who wants to complete that awesome, super cool, iconic scene from within the Executor when they're all being talked to by Darth Vader, he gets basically like the biggest and baddest bounty hunters in the entire galaxy. You don't get the last 2. They missed their opportunity when they did the Super Star Destroyer set. Instead of making the guys that they hadn't made yet, they already had an IG. Oh no, that was the first time we got IG-88, so that was cool. But then they recreated them later, and then yeah. So long story short, they shoulda made a Zuckuss fig for that set. And now I really don't know when or if they would ever make him again. It doesn't make any sense. Like, they missed, like, there was a perfect opportunity to include that guy in the Super Star Destroyer, and then they were like, hey, let's make him in the battle pack, and they didn't do that either. So it'll be maybe never. We might never get a Zuckuss minifig. We might never get the opportunity to fill out that pretty awesome scene. I was actually, when I heard that they were making a Bounty Hunter battle pack, before we found out who was in there, but there was a rumor that it was going to be Forlom and Zuckuss. I started working on, oh, interesting, okay. So I started working on a little backdrop scene trying to recreate the exact bridge area where they had the meeting and they had all the guys. I was like, oh, when we get those minifigs, I can have a cool custom build that'll fit like exactly. It'll fit perfectly for this scene. And then I found out later, as I don't know, I wasn't working on it that much, but I definitely had some of the plans sort of set out. And yeah, and then I found out that they weren't making that they weren't going to include the guys. I would have rather have them not include Forlom or Zuckuss, and then chosen two totally different bounty hunters that we've never had, instead of just producing one of the duo, like one of the pair, because they were a pair that worked together. So, anyways, sorry, that is my rant. If you guys had any questions, I am listening, sort of. I'm looking up occasionally, but I do want to get this thing built faster. Oh, here we go. There it is. Pancakes or waffles? How many times do people ask that? I can't tell if people are being ironic anymore. I think they're being ironic. I think that's just the, okay, first of all, ironic isn't even the right word, but yeah. Okay, I would say pancakes. Yeah, I say pancakes. Pancakes over waffles, but that's like one of the most common questions I think asked on this stream. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes or waffles? Okay, here we go. Gosh, okay, sorry, it's only 184 pieces, and the build is actually not hard to put together. The only problem is that we've got like 30 or more, I think we have more than 30 stickers for this one build, and a lot of them are these tiny ones, and these tiny ones are the ones that are easier to mess up. Because you can kind of see a big one you can have maybe a little bit off, but nobody can really tell. Whereas this very small one, I already put that in the wrong spot, where the small ones have to be perfect or they're going to look totally off. So, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Okay. Apple or Android? Ooh. The age-old, no, the fun rivalry that people have. Not really much for technology in general. I own an Android, but I'm kind of impartial. Like if maybe I'll switch to an iPhone or something at some point just to see what the heck it's like. I'm happy with my Android. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Good to have it. Take it, leave it. I think they both have decent things about them. Generally speaking, I do choose to not use Apple products as much. Like I learned video editing on Apple, which I actually kind of liked. But in terms of computing power and stuff, I don't know. I thought it was kind of lacking. And there was I don't know. Just didn't. I switched over to PC products, and I'm happier with that. Like working, professionally working in terms of editing and actually using a machine that I really, really need in order to get a job done. I've definitely preferred the PC stuff. Sorry, I'm not trying to. I honestly don't think that Apple makes all bad products. I think it's kind of weird that like people make those weird like they're either the devil or they're the greatest thing in the world. Like it doesn't make any sense. No, they have qualities that some people prefer over other people preferring other things. It's pretty much as simple as that. But yeah, no, I do PC stuff more. Just can't help it. When I was younger. When I was a lot younger, I think Apple was making like across the board, I think, better stuff. I think there was a point when like they were like Apple was still like making computer games and stuff. They're actually kind of messing around with that realm. You know, like Bungie that made Halo. Bungie was originally a Mac computer game company. Like it was originally going to be for Macintosh, for Apple, I mean, and then they got bought out, and then they kind of changed the game up a bit. But yeah, like there was a point when Mac was doing stuff. I feel like if they had decided to be competitive within the computer game industry, they would have had to make their PCs, or they would have had to make their computers, like you would have like upgradable. You can't really upgrade a Mac, not the same way that they make it easy for PCs to kind of like, oh, let me make this faster, let me make this faster. I want my PC to be able to specialize in, you know, rendering this out, but I don't care so much about frame rates when I'm playing like a computer game. You know, you can play around with that kind of stuff. Sorry, am I ranting about stuff? Can you please show the eraser layer from Lego? Why are you guys deleting? Hold on. I didn't finish his question, so I don't know if it was inappropriate, but I feel like there's times when I'll read like a question and I'll be in the halfway through reading it, and then our mods just like delete it halfway through. Like I don't like, to be fair, I can't see everything that's happening, so I don't know. But there are times when I am reading a question and then our moderators like delete it. Like, what did they do? Did they do something? I can't tell. Because most of the time when I look up and I want to see if there's like a fun question or something out there to talk about. Oh, bango! Who's that? James Westman just sent us a super chat. Which big set would you recommend me to buy? Well, there's a long answer to that question, James, because I mean, it really is. It's just dependent on what kind of big set you want. Let's see. The big sets that are out on the market right now, there's a lot of ones that are actually out there right now. Silent Mary's pretty big. I thought that was a pretty awesome ghost ship. But I mean, you know, the one thing is like, okay, I want a big set. Oh, I don't really like pirates. Like, okay, you don't like pirates. Big Ben was probably one of the best part to price ratios for any set like in Lego history, because it was made of so many tiny little tan pieces, the Big Ben set, that like that, I mean, and it looks awesome. I thought that was a pretty good one. I'm more happy with the Big Ben set than I am with a lot of other ones. Also, the Disney Castle set, that's going to be crazy timeless. That one's out right now. I can't remember. I honestly don't remember the exact prices of a lot of these things, because I just remember reporting on whether they were good or not at the time, and then I kind of forget. So to answer your question, I would say take the castle. I would say take Disney Castle over the Death Star. I'd say that's a pretty fair statement. A lot of people aren't happy with the new Death Star just because it's pretty much exactly the same as the old Death Star, but like $100 more. It comes with like 2, maybe 3 exclusive figs, but nothing too crazy. It's a cool set. I mean, don't get me wrong. They recreated the set because it's an awesome set. It's just people were like, hey, you could have gotten this for $100 less 8 months ago, but they just re-released it and put a different thing on it. So, to answer your question, I would say Disney Castle is probably one of the hottest big sets out there. Or, I mean, the bucket wheel. No, don't do the bucket wheel excavator. It was awesome. but I feel like you would have to do some custom modification with 2 motors to really get like the satisfying, that satisfying sort of like scooping action that I think a lot of you guys I know I was looking forward to having when I got the bucket wheel excavator. I think the Porsche, what was it? I think the Porsche is probably one of the most popular sets though. I know collectors have been all about it. And it just looks just beautiful. The one problem I would say with the Porsche is that with all the cool technical stuff going on inside, because it is seriously complicated and complex on the inside of that Technic Porsche, you can't really see any of the cool complex stuff on the inside. So that I found a bit disappointing, especially because you spend so long putting that thing together. And you're like, oh wow, I just built a double clutch system and four interchangeable gears and stuff, and everything moves perfectly and smoothly, and it's got 8 cylinders and this big engine, and then you cover it all up. You cover all of it up, and you don't ever get to see it again. You can kind of show the sort of the gear changing pathway at a certain point on the inside of the Porsche. But there's no like coolness factor on the inside. So it looks beautiful on the outside, but it is it's one of those sets where if you get it and you want to show people, because people, you'll keep it on display because it's awesome, and then people come to your house and be like, oh, what's that? And then you'll kind of go on this long sort of rant of like, oh, it's so cool, but like if you only saw what it looked like on the inside, and then you talk about that, but it's always like one of those, you have to believe me, it's really cool too on the inside, as opposed to just being able to show somebody all the cool aspects of the set. So there is this kind of like weird sort of kind of disappointing factor to the Porsche. That's just my personal take on it. It is, I think, one of the most popular sets Lego, one of the most popular big sets Lego has ever had. I think that's a fair statement. People have been all about it. So yeah, I mean, go with any of those ones. I would say big sets. Yeah, the only big set I would say to avoid is probably the Death Star. Unless you just really want that, because it's hard to dissuade somebody also if they've had their eyes set on a big set for a while, like the Death Star set. There's almost nothing I can say that would really kind of like be a proper way to be like, oh, don't ever get it, and they'd be like, oh, okay, fine. Because it is still like a massive Star Wars set that has all these classic scenes and stuff sort of hidden away on the inside. Sorry if it's taken a super long time, guys. Oh, it's a great piece here. Like the line matches up wonderfully. These stickers though take forever. They take forever. It's half of the build time. I feel like I'm going at a pretty decent pace. Yeah, the only problem is it's just taking forever because these stickers just go and they go and they go and they go and they go. And the faster you try to go with stickers, the worse they look. And they stay on forever. If you build a Lego set a little bit off, you can always just, push the pieces down a little better. Or, oh, oops, I got that part out. Let me just switch it around. When you get a sticker off, it usually looks like that forever. I mean, you can pull them off, and these stickers are better than the old ones. You can take them off and write them, and they'll be fine. But generally speaking, yeah, your mistakes stick around. So you want to kind of make sure that you don't rush through the stickers. And that's why this build is taken forever. Okay. Can you man some of these now? Have you seen the Lego Batman Scuttler? Oh yes, we did a live build of the Lego Batman Scuttler, and we did a regular set review of the Lego Batman Scuttler. Highly recommended as a set. Lots of fun, lots of cool building. I know it was kind of criticized. I thought some people kind of didn't really like it that much, but I thought it was wonderful. When I first saw it, this is true. When I first saw the Scuttler set, I saw it and was just like, oh, they built a sloth. Like, just initial impression. I saw the body and was like, oh, why did they build a gigantic sloth out of Lego? That's hilarious. And then Mike was looking at me. He's like, "That's not a sloth, you idiot. That's a bat, just a bat crawling around without its wings folded out." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It's a Batman set." But yeah. Oh wow, this is the tiniest. Oh guys, I feel like this is the smallest single sticker I've ever seen on a set, on a Lego set. Okay, so you can fit a sticker on a 1x1 piece, like a 1x1 tile or a 1x1, which is normally the smallest one on a surface area here. But we've got a sticker now that's super thin because it's fitting onto this modified 1x1 brick here. So, oh wow, that is just, what's the point? Seriously, what's the point in adding, it's another shell logo. It's like the tiniest shell logo. Oh, sorry, if you can't see it, it's it. You can't even tell. I'll try to show you guys at the end what that is. But that is, okay, that's redundancy. That is too much. That is officially too much for stickers. This doesn't make the build look any better. You know, I do like the detailing, generally speaking, when they add stuff onto these cars. I almost always like it, even if it's a lot. But that is just, oh, that's so much. And it's so annoying to put that on. Okay, so yeah, so that tiny piece goes on here, and there's just a little shell. Okay. Gosh. That was, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But that is the smallest sticker that I have ever personally encountered, and I had no idea that they even made stickers that small until just now. So I'm gonna refrain from using expletives, but yeah, that's what's going on here. Jackie's salty. Those stickers make me salty. No, I mean, just come on, man. Where do you draw the line? What has the world come to these days? Are you going to do a live stream of the Super Batmobile? I think so. Especially if the Super Batmobile ends up being a direct-to-consumer set. Yes. I think it's called the Ultimate Bat. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it is called the Super Batmobile. But I believe so. Yeah, I think we're going to live stream it and do just a regular review video. Actually, similar to what we did with the Scuderia. The Scuderia was a live stream and a review. Some of these sets just remain live streams and then don't get turned into sort of our more well-edited review videos. This one, for example, is not going to get turned into a regular review video. It will just remain as a live stream. So that's something that you guys should know. Usually all the small sets like this, anything really small, never gets turned into a secondary edit. Mostly because you can just skip to the end of this video now, like when it turns into a regularly uploaded video, and you can just see the end review, and you pretty much get the exact same out of it. Where I like to make some of the bigger sets look a little bit just more well put together, because there's a lot more things to cover, and it's just a lot easier when you can cover them faster. And it's better for you guys, the audience. So, anyways, long story short, yes, we are going to be live streaming the ultimate, massive, super awesome Batmobile set that I'm looking forward to a lot. What do you think of Captain America's jet? I think it's bad. That's the Detroit Steel, right? Is that what you're asking me, aviation enthusiast? It's the Detroit Steel set that came out recently. Awesome. I like Detroit Steel's his suit. Is that the one that came out? Wait, is that Detroit Steel? No, wait. The Captain America jet. I didn't actually build that set. Mike built the set, but I remember playing around with the pieces afterwards and being like, what the heck? The jet just looks so goofy. Like, it just looks goofy. Sorry, I can't remember what set that came out in, but that was such a goofy one. Yeah, I didn't think it was any good though. The build itself. The minifigs, I thought, for that most recent wave of Marvel sets, I thought they're all excellent. The new Iron Man was awesome. I liked Captain America in his flight suit and stuff like that. And the Elastigirl, or sorry, I can't remember her name. She, her stretchy arms were cool. Like those, that was a fun minifig to get, and like very creative and stuff. So kudos for the figs. Just that jet was like, what? I just didn't get it. Kind of reminded me of like an F4 Phantom. No, it didn't remind me of anything. It just seemed a little bit goofy. It kind of reminded me of a creator set, actually. Sort of like one of those 3-in-1s that you'd get like a jet, and the cockpit would just be way too massive for like any other proportional part of the body. That was my impression. It just didn't seem proportional, like even a little bit. And okay, I'm putting together the front spoiler here. And everything here has a sticker. I think half of, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Once I put the stickers on these sides here, this is 20 and 23. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, this is just nuts. Just so many stickers. Sorry if you can't see it. It's easier if I just pick it up and put them on this way. Oh yeah, the Captain America Jet Pursuit. Okay, so that was not Detroit Steel. Sorry, that was not the Detroit Steel set. It was just Captain America Jet Pursuit, and it had what? It had Super Adaptoid. That was the set with Super Adaptoid, I think. Yeah, long story short, no bueno for that build. I have the Black Panther jet. See, the Black Panther jet also has a pretty big cockpit that's just kind of, yeah, like I thought that was a little bit disproportionate, but not unacceptable. Where I think the Captain America jet I thought was just a little bit too. I'm like looking around. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. 1 second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the set I've been sort of bashing on. First of all, okay, I don't know if Mike built this, and I'm looking at it. It's just like. Okay, yeah, so these are supposed to shoot out the things. Like, I think it looks a little bit better, kinked in. It just cuts off so ugly, and like these. Look how big the cockpit is compared to the rest of the jet. Look at that profile. Look at that profile. Okay, sorry. Okay. I was asked what I thought about the jet, and I gave a resounding negative review on it. Sorry for anybody that liked it. Just my personal opinion. I mean, it's fine, it's swooshable. It's definitely playable. It won't break in your hands or anything. It just doesn't look that good. Boom. Okay. Oh, that was off. I'm gonna actually reset that one. I was getting too cocky. Oh, dang it. That's actually kind of like a good sticker to not mess up. Some of the little, this is like a very front and center sticker. Now I'm messing it up even more trying to get it back off. There we go. I got a corner. Alright, sorry about that. Get the sticker back up. Why do you like Lego? That's a crazy question. That's a hard question to answer for somebody who has made it like their lives. They're just like, what number of reasons should I give? How many reasons? Lego? I mean, I think to answer that question, I can say that I've been into all different kinds of fun, different creative sort of things in my life. I like making things and building things and just doing art projects in general. I think maybe part of it was my mom being like an art teacher and always sort of having fun different projects and stuff for me to do as like a kid, and always building things out of other things, and doing a lot of like found art projects in terms of like, if you find a bunch of things in nature and you kind of put it all together and you make something else out of it. And then we also had just tons of Lego as a kid too, growing up. So it was a combination of just constantly being encouraged to build and create things. Also, my dad being a woodworker, working building furniture and tables and cabinets and chairs and kitchens and all that stuff. It's just everybody in my family is just making stuff all the time. So, you know, and also growing up with Lego and loving it and doing Lego builds all the time. On top, I'm not doing that. I got too cocky. I was putting this thing on first. So, I like Lego because I like making things and I like creating things. And I also like the idea of the fact that it's like not like a permanent thing. Like sometimes, like even when I'm doing reviews like this now, here we go. That spins pretty well. Even doing reviews like this now, like I'll tell you guys right off the bat if I'm gonna break it down. Like I'll be building it and be like, this is okay. I'm gonna take this apart immediately, or like what was it? The other day I needed some gold pieces from the Thanos Mighty Micros fist car. You know what I'm talking about? Awesome set. I really like that is my favorite Mighty Micro set, and it's such a good build, and I like it so much. And I just needed parts from it. So I just destroyed it. And I was like, it kills me to break it, but I really need those gold pieces, and I just tore it apart. So it's kind of nice to, you know, you don't, you know, to like something a lot, and you build something for it, and then you kind of say, okay, but you know what, I'll just take it apart. You need to take other things, you need to destroy things to put other things together, and so, you know, I don't know. I just like the act of, you know, you get to create stuff, and you also get to break things down, which is also kind of fun too. Boom. That's in a nutshell kind of why I like Lego. Okay, let's see. Is that everything? Wait. I'm like, was I skipping ahead? Okay. And then this was kind of a fun thing. This is a slightly different aspect to the set. So this is the last sticker. I'm going to do a full count of these stickers, by the way, at the end, and tell you the exact number of individual stickers on here. So this is a thing. Okay, let me just show you guys. I finished, by the way, so yay me, yay everybody. Okay, let's do the set review. This is the official set review of, how do you say this name? Scuderia Ferrari SF16-H. It is set number 75879. It has 184 pieces, and it's basically just this Formula One car plus a start and stop sort of side of a drive line here with the flag and the lights, and we get our driver. So let's zoom it in a little bit. I want you guys to see what the heck this thing is looking like, and I feel like our mods are spamming more than other people. All right, boom, here we go. So this is our driver. He's got the, little smirk, little bit of scrap. That's him. There's no alternate expression. This is a pretty common face that we get in a lot of sort of like more contemporary city sets and stuff like that, and of course, Speed Champions. It's got a white helmet and tons of detailing, by the way, all over the suit here. And what's interesting is a lot of it is also advertising stuff. You can see a tiny little Ferrari symbol in the back there, and stuff that should be writing, but it's not really writing. But there's a lot of advertisement stuff on the actual minifig himself, which I'm not a fan of. I think it's fine. It's technically, I think it is realistic for these guys, but I do prefer sort of the simple racing driving guy where it's like not much is on him, but you can just see a little bit of the detailing for the suit and maybe one small logo for the kind of car that they're driving around. This has got a little bit too much for advertising. But what's interesting here is he gets an alternate helmet. Well, I mean, that in itself isn't that interesting, but this is the only set where I've seen this. So what you see here is this is the racing number 5. When you switch helmets out, it's kind of like you're switching drivers out. So if you switched from the white to the black, then look, now it's racing number 7. So it's almost like it's a different driver with a different helmet. I think that's fine. It's kind of just like a little bit of, if you want to play around with it. Honestly, I do feel like this is a piece that'll just get lost very easily, though. There's no place to sort of put it onto the build. Actually, I guess you could just attach it. I would, if you ever get the set, attach it to the corner or something, just anywhere. Just attach it to any of these spots. Maybe not next to the, woo, that popped right off. Not next to the racing line, but maybe here, just so you don't lose that plate piece, because you will. You will. All right, and then this is the vehicle itself. I'll show you guys sort of the close-ups, and look at all these stickers. Look at that. Every bit of surface area in the front is all stickers. Every single one. This is sticker, 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 sticker. The only places that don't have stickers are places that you literally cannot fit a sticker. I mean, until, okay, and then you look at the side, okay, and then you probably could have fit a sticker or two there, but like, not really. Most of those are plate pieces. So tons, I mean, to be fair, I do kind of like the look of these cars when there's a lot of detailing on them. I think it does ultimately improve the look. But this is the part that I thought was too much. That, here, let me pull it off. This is a modified, oh, well, I just broke that little jumper piece off. But this is a modified 1x1. You know, it's one of these classics where it's got the little foot and the open in the back. But that is a sticker that is a little bit thinner than your average 1x1 brick because it needs to fit into the slightly thinner area. That is insane. I don't know. Maybe I'm not familiar with it well enough, but that's the first time I've seen a sticker small enough to fit onto a surface area like that. So I thought that was a bit much. And I think also part of the reason why I don't like stickers is because I'm talking about it so much. There's so much here that I'm not focusing on the nice shapes that they actually created for the Formula One. This is a great shape. This is perfect. This is awesome. I don't really like that they had this little bit of black in here. If they did it, I feel like it would have looked better if it was wider. If this little black plate was a little bit wider, but it looks a little bit odd, sort of being a little bit thin here. But other than that, all the building looks nice. Comes in. There's not a whole lot of studs really showing. There's only these 4 on the top, and then we've got the jumper and this stud back here, and maybe a couple more. But this thing is pretty much a smooth ride all the way through. This is what it looks like in the back, by the way. Just a little singular dot, and that's about that. The thing rides around, of course, very smoothly. Let me move out let me zoom it out just a little bit. Before I show the thing riding around, let me just show you some more details about this. This is the alternate, not the alternate. Every single one of these single car builds always gets a different build to kind of add on. Sometimes it's just traffic cones, sometimes it's a video camera or a gas pump filler or an air pump or something. This one is a starting line, which we've gotten before in the past. The inside of the starting line has a sticker detailing and a screen showing the race course. You can see that's a tiny little map. And I'll see how close I can get it. Yeah, it's a tiny little map. And there's that. And then you get a walkie-talkie and a wrench. That's it. Also, something interesting to point out is the set for the car didn't come with any rims. There's no rims, which usually these things have rims. But yeah, anyways, start light, pretty simple. And the flag. It's on a little pivoting pin, so you can fly. Yeah, you can wave it back and forth. Fine. It's totally fine. Doesn't need to have any sort of special action function with a lever to make this thing move. That would be kind of overkill. Yeah, that's that. And yeah, some more sticker detailing and all that. And we're pretty much good on this. Yeah, but one thing interesting, it doesn't come with any rims. So that's that. All right, I'm going to zoom this thing out just a little bit. And final thoughts are that I think this is a good part-to-price ratio. I think, generally speaking, 184 pieces for a $15 set or a €15 set or a 13-pound set, whatever you guys are, whatever currency you're using. I think that's fine. That's good. That's fair. Last thing I'm going to do is count the number of stickers. So it goes up to 25, but the duplicate numbers are, okay, let's see, we've got 1 duplicate, and then 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 duplicates, so that's an extra 6. So it's 30 flat, 30 stickers flat from this little tiny set. 184 pieces. It's a lot. That is a lot. That is 1 sticker for every 6, I think. Okay, something like that. Anyways, so yes, I say it's decent, it's fine, it's good, and I'm glad that we have this guy because we got all the other Formula 1 sets for this wave, and so our racetrack can be pretty much exclusively Formula 1 cars now, which is actually pretty sweet. I'm gonna switch it back out to this camera. All right, and so that is it for this episode review for the Scuderia Ferrari set, the tiny little, I think it's the smallest of the Speed Champion sets that came out for the 2017 Winter Wave. And it's decent, it's fine. Lots of stickers. I do recommend that you attach this little extra plate piece for the alternate number onto the other part of the build, because you will lose that part. But that's it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed tuning in for this little Lego live build. We do try to have them every single weekday, and today is kind of just playing around with showing it off, doing a build in the afternoon, because we don't really do afternoon builds. Usually they're at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today was what, 3:45 or 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So anyways, we'll try it again at the same time, this time 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, just to see what it's like. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.